family of a child struck and killed near a bus stop in Colbert County last December has filed a wrongful death lawsuit. It's where we start. I'm Kenesha Dees. This lawsuit alleges the 11-year-old, identified as SK, crossed the road to check the mailbox and that the bus she'd gotten off of drove away before she made it safely back across. Court documents claim she was then hit by a car while attempting to cross the roadway again. That crash happened near Woodmont Drive and County Farm Road. The child later died at Helen Keller Hospital. Birmingham police are investigating a shooting that killed 2 and injured 5 more last night. Investigators say shots were fired during a gathering on the 700 block of Holly Avenue. 7 people were shot and taken to UAB Hospital, where a 50-year-old man identified as Bernard Watts and a 33-year-old Deandra Johnson died from their injuries. Police still working to determine what led to the shooting, and suspects have been brought into custody. The legal battle isn't over just yet for 708 Bar and Grill. A wrongful death lawsuit claims the bar served alcohol to a visibly intoxicated customer before a 2024 crash that killed a Huntsville man named Chad Christian. The suit was filed by Christian's wife and seeks punitive damages and alleges employees should have known the customer was too impaired to drive. It also requests bar tabs, surveillance footage, bar alcohol service policies, and receipts. Last October, FOX54 spoke with owner Malcolm Gopher, who was hoping a judge would allow the business to reopen after it was ordered closed.
I feel confident that the judge will at least take the chains off our doors, even if we're not able to operate. You know, we got food spoiling within the restaurant. You know, it's like, you know, we're chaining buildings up. The building didn't commit a crime.
Yesterday, a judge ruled to permanently shut down the bar, finding it to be a public nuisance and a repeated zoning violator. It's officially been a week since Weston Higginbotham went missing after splitting off from his family during a vacation to Japan. Higginbotham's location was last pinged at a train station in Kyoto, and the last time he was caught on camera was in a city outside of Kyoto. According to his family, he's an experienced outdoorsman and traveler. He was known to go off on his own to blow off steam. So when he separated from his family to go to Kyoto, it was not surprising. Now, dozens have pitched in to help locate the 20-year-old, as authorities believe he may be in a wooded area unfamiliar to him. His mother said in a Facebook post that although there are water sources, food is limited, and it is vital to find him as quickly as possible. NASA says 5 astronauts at the International Space Station can resume their planned operations and leave the Dragon spacecraft after being told earlier in the day to board it for safety. The agency says Friday's directive was out of an abundance of caution ahead of repairs to the Russian part of the ISS. NASA's press secretary says Roscosmos has paused those efforts. She says the Russian space agency wants more measurements and data assessment. Cracks and leaks are an ongoing ISS problem, but NASA says new issues have emerged. Beautiful look at Decatur, beautiful sky. There's also a parade happening there, River City Pride Parade. Nice day to be out for one, but we have that humidity trickling back in. I'm joined now by FOX54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Jordan, we've enjoyed the beautiful sunny days, but I hear some rain is also in the forecast soon.
Yeah, we are definitely going to begin to see some rain build back into the Tennessee Valley. Not right away, though. I think the front half of the weekend is going to be dry. It's the back half of the weekend we have to concern ourselves with. But then, yes, at the exact same time, it's also becoming much more humid across the Tennessee Valley, and you probably noticed that today. You noticed that increase in humidity compared to what we've had over the last couple of days. Temperatures, not bad, honestly, when you consider the fact that it is early June. We should be a few degrees warmer. 82 right now in Huntsville, 80 in Arab, 84 in Fayetteville, sitting at 84 degrees right now over in Florence. Much the same over in northeast Alabama. Scottsboro sitting at 80 degrees, Fort Payne also sitting at 80 degrees. Through the rest of the evening, again, maintaining the humidity, we're also going to maintain the warm air under a mostly clear sky. 76 at 8, 73 at 9, 71 degrees by the time we get to 10 p.m. Again, Saturday looks dry. Sunday, however, comes with the opportunity for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. From there, scattered showers and thunderstorms stay in the forecast through a good chunk of next week. We'll talk about it in a few minutes.
Over a week after Madison leaders voted to demolish the Madison Inn and Suites, the property owner is pushing back. A new lawsuit filed in Madison County Circuit Court could delay the demolition and put the building's future in the hands of a judge. The former 70-room motel has sat vacant since an August fire forced guests to evacuate. The city says the building is in nearly the same condition today, if not worse, because the interior has been exposed to the elements for months, leaving both fire damage and mold that would need to be remediated. Fox 54's Valentina Chalala tells us more about this latest development.
If you've driven through Madison Boulevard lately, you've probably noticed this building. And for years, people have argued about what should happen to it. Just last week, the city voted to demolish it, but now those plans are being challenged in court. Town Center Senior Living LLC, the company that owns the property, filed an appeal of the city's demolition order. That comes just days after attorney Ryland Lusk stood before the city council and said the owners agreed the building should come down.
The owners would like the property to be demolished. There is really no scenario where it makes more economic sense to remediate.
Now the company is asking a judge to determine whether the motel legally qualifies as a dangerous building under the city's ordinance. We spoke with Mayor Renee Bartlett last week, who says demolition is the more cost-effective option.
The city doesn't have to demolish the property. The owner can indeed decide to do it themselves. And so if they do it themselves, it's actually less expensive than if the city has to do it.
At last week's hearing, Lusk says the holdup was insurance, with the company still waiting to learn whether its insurer will cover demolition or remediation costs. The city, however, says it can't wait any longer. In a statement to Fox 54, the city of Madison called the property a public nuisance that has been neglected for years and said it will vigorously defend the appeal. In Madison, I'm Valentina Chalala, Fox 54 News.
The case will now move through the legal process as a judge decides whether the city's order should stand. Scottsboro Mayor Jim McCamey delivered the 2026 Scottsboro State of the City address this morning. He says the city is seeing strong growth, highlighting a record $3.5 million budget, expanding housing developments and major infrastructure projects during his State of the City address. McCamey says partnerships across the region are helping turn plans into reality.
The principles I've emphasized, communication, collaboration, cooperation, continue to guide us, but more importantly, they are producing results for our citizens. Through strong partnerships across city government, the county, and our community stakeholders, we've been able to take projects from vision to completion.
McCamey also pointed to nearly 300 homes in development, a proposed mixed-use expansion on Goose Pond Island, and continued investment in utilities and economic growth across the city. Fox 54 has a traffic impact alert for you ahead of the weekend. The Vincent Rutherford Equity Parade is making its return to downtown Huntsville Sunday, and it brings along some road closures. Huntsville police will close roads along the parade route you see on your screen starting at 2 p.m. The closure starts on Holmes Avenue near Woodson Street and then to Jefferson Street. If you have to travel through downtown Sunday, expect delays and watch out for parade goers. We'll have a full Fox 54 traffic forecast on Fox 54 News at 10.
We are prepared. You know, we have troopers. We're going to have 1 or 2 troopers at each location, so we're prepared for anything.
Rock the South, less than a week away in Decatur. We'll take you to festival grounds with more details on the city's preps. And we've got your lineup of what's happening this weekend across the Tennessee Valley. Stay with us. Final touches for planning Decatur's first Rock the South happening this week, but the majority of the setup won't happen until next week, just days before the music festival is expected to start. But organizers for the event are saying it'll all work out. And the city of Decatur adds Rock the South will be a huge opportunity for local people, businesses, and cooperation between several public agencies. Fox 54's Caleb Aguayo shows us the final stages of preparation for Rock the South.
With Rock the South coming to Decatur for the first time next weekend, the city of Decatur and festival staff say they're prepping for any situation. From a law enforcement perspective, state troopers and Decatur police say they'll be working in several locations in and around the venue to keep traffic flowing and people out of harm's way.
We are prepared. We have troopers. We're going to have 1 or 2 troopers at each location, so we're prepared for anything.
I have an entire fleet of traffic units from the Decatur Police Department that are going to have designated areas to begin, and everything involving that will be fluid.
In addition to watching the traffic, police will have eyes in the sky to make sure nothing goes awry inside the festival grounds.
I'm going to utilize drones within the city to monitor traffic. We're going to utilize drones inside the venue to monitor all of those things. And I'm expecting to constantly make changes as it's necessary.
And the bulk of the prep work is coming next week, with Rock the South staff saying they'll be turning this field into a full-scale festival in a matter of just days.
Every aspect of the build of the new location is on schedule. We are on schedule.
Crews are already working on making the empty field a concert venue for thousands, but it comes amid a flurry of concerns that the festival grounds won't be ready in time.
The festival site marking beginnings today, followed by the delivery of tents, fencing, and heavy machinery in the coming days. The real magic happens midweek when the stage comes, and we'll also be doing the sound testing. That begins midweek as well. We're super excited about that. Our campground's open on Wednesday, June 10th, and the music begins on Thursday, June 11th.
With that prep work now underway, organizers and local contractors have plenty of work ahead of them before the festival goers arrive on Thursday. In Decatur, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.
And Caleb, I know that Rock the South staff are urging people to go online to stay up to date, tips on how to stay safe, and of course stay hydrated, because it's around the summertime and it'll get hot.
It's going to be hot for sure. Hot and sunny, or else rainy and muggy. There's no telling what it's going to be that far out, but I don't know. People are excited about it. It's going to be a big event, not to say the very least. Last year when I was out there, it was hot. Oh. It was awful.
Yeah, you were obviously evidently there today, so you were able to be on the ground and see them working away to get the festival prepared.
That's exactly right. I mean, right now, there's not much in the way of, preparations, things having progress so far. They say the stages are coming, everything to do with the festival is coming and will be up. I don't know how they're going to do it. That's according to Rock the South organizers, Peachtree, everybody that's involved with it say it's going to be ready. However, I don't know how they're going to do it. It's going to be a feat, that's for sure.
Yeah, we'll keep our eyes peeled.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you so much, Caleb.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, well, coming up, Boom Proof Your Pet is back. Details on how to protect your fur baby during the summer season. Lots of booms and bangs up ahead. And in the meantime, Jordan, how's our weather looking for the weekend?
Yeah, as we head into the weekend, we're talking about booms of another variety. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to build into the Tennessee Valley. We'll discuss it in just a minute.
Over County 911, what's the address of your emergency? Okay, your wife is in a bar. You said she's unresponsive.
This is what he's going to tell you.
How to get out of that situation.
And I grabbed the gun.
Trying to find the first place to put a body.
No, sir.
The only thing they could do was kill him.
You want to say anything? We, the jury, and to find the defendant.
Spectacular view from atop Montesano. We could see a little bit of cloud cover, not as, I would say, crisp and clear as it was in previous days. And the humidity didn't help either.
Yeah, the humidity kind of came back today. You know, my runs have gotten progressively shorter this week as the humidity has kind of increased. I think Wednesday I did 6.5, Thursday it was 5.5, and today it was 4.5.
Yeah, summer's coming.
Yeah, summer's coming, which means eventually I'm going to get down to right around 3. But I guess it's something we should all be ready for. It's kind of inevitable. It is June across the Tennessee Valley, and we should get prepared to basically just kind of consistently and constantly sweat up until Halloween. And depending on the year, we're having even into earlier, even mid-November. Dew points currently sitting in the lower 60s across the Tennessee Valley, much higher compared to what we've seen over the last couple of days, and they're only going to continue to climb as we head into the front half of the weekend. Now take note of that. If you are going to be out on Saturday, it is going to be warm, it is going to be humid. We're also still going to get to enjoy a little bit of sunshine, but the real rise in the dew points comes to the Tennessee Valley come Sunday and then continuing every single day through next week. Once we get to Sunday, we're really going to get a nice sharp reminder that it is in fact June in the Tennessee Valley when we're talking about dew points that are really going to begin to creep into that oppressive category where you just kind of step outside and kind of instantly sweat. Not really something we've had to deal with over the last couple of days, and not even something we had to deal with today. It still felt quite nice out. Radar looks nice and quiet this evening. Now it's going to stay that way as we head into the overnight, and it's going to stay that way through the day on Saturday as well. Here we are at the lunch hour. Now Futurecast does try and bring in a couple of quick passing showers Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. I'm not 100% confident in that. I think most of us are probably going to end up staying dry. However, by the time you head out the door for Sunday services, Sunday breakfast, Sunday brunch, what have you, all manner of Sunday morning activities, grab a rain jacket, grab an umbrella. I think you're going to need at least one of them because scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to begin to build into the Tennessee Valley. And then from there, they're going to stick with us through Sunday afternoon and then even as we head into Sunday evening, coming to an end a little bit as we head into the overnight, early into your Monday morning. But then by the time we get to the lunch hour on Monday afternoon, guess what? Another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms is going to push its way into the area. And then from there, we're talking about the chance of rain as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, continuing it through Thursday and Friday of next week. But the activity is going to become more isolated in nature. Obviously, it kind of goes without saying that late next week's forecast, it kind of becomes extra important with Rock the South. We were just talking about that, right? Through next Friday, we're looking at anywhere between 1 inch to 2.5 inches of additional rain, which we could probably use. Are we in any sort of state of desperation? No, definitely not. Many of us are sitting in the abnormally dry category, a couple of folks sitting in the moderate drought category. That sounds much worse than it actually is. So we're going to be grateful for the rain, but we're not at all desperate for it. Temperatures climbed into the low mid 80s this afternoon. We're currently sitting in the lower 80s across the Tennessee Valley, and we're going to kind of maintain this warmer air through the rest of the evening. 76 at 8, 73 by 9, 71 degrees by the time we get to 10 p.m. Warmer for your Saturday, 87 degrees. A pair of 83s for Sunday and Monday. Once we kind of get to Tuesday and Wednesday and then through Thursday, Friday, temperatures are really going to begin to climb. I've got 86 on Tuesday, 88 on Wednesday, and a pair of 90s for Thursday and Friday.
The weekend is here and so is the fun. If you're looking for a way to commemorate something good, learn something new about a culture, or celebrate the start of summer, you're in the right place. First up, Huntsville Hospital is celebrating 100 years of delivering babies tomorrow. This celebration is at the Orion Amphitheater to commemorate the first baby born at Huntsville Hospital back in 1926, Buddy Miller. This event is free. It runs from 6 to 9 p.m. and includes music, inflatables, games, and lots of activities families can enjoy. Here's the best part. You get to end the evening seeing a beautiful drone show at 8:30. The North Alabama African Heritage Festival is celebrating a major milestone this weekend in Tuscumbia. The free family-friendly event marks its 25th anniversary at the Willie Green Recreation Complex. Festivities begin today with an African drumming seminar and live music. Tomorrow features activities, food, a sickle cell awareness seminar, a parade of African attire, and a full day of gospel, reggae, and blues performances. Organizers will also honor late founder Wallace D. Ricks with a special tribute. And the after-school bash returns to Big Spring Park tomorrow with a fun-filled evening that supports local teachers. The free event runs from 4 to 8 p.m. and features bounce houses, food trucks, public safety demonstrations, vendors, and live music from Sipsey Falls. Organizers are also asking families to help pack the patrol car with school supply donations for Huntsville area classrooms. As usual, if none of this is your style, head on over to fox54.com for a full list of happenings. Well, we're less than a month away from the 4th of July, 250 years of America. So get ready for those fireworks, and lots of them. But those pretty colors and bangs can take a toll on our four-legged friends. The City of Huntsville is bringing back the Boom Proof Your Pet event, which will provide collars, tags, and other pet services to help you if your animal gets loose. This year, owners are asked to register ahead of time, and pets are required to be microchipped or agree to be microchipped at the event. Huntsville Animal Service Director John Fisher tells Fox 54 those chips are the best way to get your furry friend back home.
It's incredibly important, not just us, but every organization, whether private or a public entity that deals with stray animals, have microchip readers within their possession, and they'll help get animals home. For us, we call microchips your free ride home. If we scan your animal, he has a microchip, and your information is up to date, we're just going to take him straight home. He never has to come to the shelter. So it's the quickest, fastest way to get your pet home safely.
This year's event will be on the 14th at John Hunt Park. Registration must be completed and submitted by the 12th. Find the link to register on fox54.com. Gabe, what's happening with FIFA?
Well, Kenesha, it's almost time. The final friendly ahead of the FIFA World Cup is approaching for the U.S. men's national team. The Alabama native on the roster is still recovering from injury, though. More on the status of Chris Richards next in sports.
Fox 54 Plus has your news, sports, and weather. Start your evening with Fox 54 at 5:30, delivering the latest headlines and live reports straight from the scene. Then stay informed with Fox 54 News at 9, featuring your Tennessee Valley certified most accurate weather impact team, tracking everything from tornado threats to traffic delays during severe weather. Fox 54 Sports Extra brings you more of what sports fans crave, with deeper insights, expert analysis, and all the action that matters most. On Fox 54 Plus, you'll also find Alabama politics, plus 24/7 weather radar and real-time forecasts to keep you ahead of the storm. Looking for a quick recap? Don't miss Fox 54 Week in Review, highlighting the biggest stories of the week. Jumpstart your morning with Morning Rush. Fast-paced news updates, featured with uplifting stories from across the globe. Get your entertainment fix with Getting Real, where we break down movie reviews, top 10 lists, and spotlight the newest film. Die Hard fan? Locked On Sports dives deep into the Crimson Tide, the Tigers, college rivalries, and pro action. True crime warrior style? Killer Cases brings you gripping real-life stories that stick with you. Hungry for more? Cooking with Style serves up mouth-watering recipes that are easy to make and impossible to resist. From movie previews before you head to the theater with Take a Look to must-know headlines from across the region and around the world with In the News. Watch all of these shows on demand and also on the Fox 54 News app. Available on Android and iOS devices. Streaming 24/7.
Time now for your look at sports. I hope you are excited as I am. A week from today, we will have our eyes on Los Angeles. It is when the U.S. men's national team will begin their FIFA World Cup journey in the group stages. Tomorrow night, though, the U.S. will take on Germany in one final tune-up match before stepping onto the world's biggest stage. They will do so, however, without the Alabama native Chris Richards. The defenseman is confirmed to be out of tomorrow's lineup, still recovering from damaged ligaments he suffered in the penultimate week of the Premier League season with Crystal Palace. U.S. head coach Mauricio Pochettino gave us the latest update on his status.
His training and his evolution is well, but still is not ready to compete and to play. I think we have, after that game, the possibility in the next few days to assess him and see his ankle, how his evolution, and then to make a decision. At the moment, he's still doing his recovery.
All right, so we will keep an eye on the status of Chris Richards. But for now, it is the final friendly for the Stars and Stripes. The U.S. men's national team will take on Germany tomorrow. Kickoff is set for 1:30 p.m. at Soldier Field in Chicago. Fox Sports is your home for the world's biggest sporting event, which is the World Cup. The action on the pitch begins on June 11th, and you can see it all right here on Fox 54. But before we step on the world's biggest stage, make sure you're tuning in to Fox 54 on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Fox 54 World Cup special. Mo Carter and myself will fill you in on everything you need to know before kickoff. And, you know, before we get into this World Cup, I don't know if you guys know this, the sticker collection, the official sticker collection of the World Cup. I need someone to tell me where they still have those available, because I went earlier this week and I was only able to find a book and a couple packs of stickers. I was able to buy only 2 at a time when you go to Target, but I really want to try and fill out as much as I can. That's it for sports for now. Kenesha, back to you.
Yeah, coming up on Fox 54 News at 9, an urgent alert in orbit sends astronauts rushing to safety on the International Space Station. We'll tell you what NASA found. It's been 1 week since Weston Higginbotham went missing on a family vacation to Japan. The search continues to grow as investigators scour Japan's forest and the family holding on to hope. And finally, the World Cup starts in just a week, and some are worried about how extreme heat could affect those attending. We'll tell you all about this story and more on Fox 54 News at 9. Before we let you go, look at this. In France, authorities are warning drivers to watch for drunk deer. They say this deer was most likely snacking on fermented or decomposing vegetation, causing it to appear intoxicated, stumbling in circles in a field. They asked drivers to stay aware in case the deer wandered into the road, but assured people that the animal was safe. Honestly, I just thought the deer was doing zoomies.
So is that a French vineyard? Like I know wine's a big thing in France. Right. Is that where this? I'm concerned. I'm concerned, get confused. A lot of emotions right now.
Well, as long as the deer stays there, I would imagine
we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although maybe he should go home and take a nap.
Maybe.
Pop a couple Advil. Something like that. Now, Gabe, could you tell us more about this book you have a desire for? What is
the sticker collection. You don't know about
seem
the sticker collection?
Well, no, but you seem very
every year
excited.
they do this every year they do for the World Cup, they have the sticker collection. You can go to major retailers, Target, Walmart, Walgreens, and basically you have this book, and it's like it tells you everything about every single team. It's a huge book this year because there's more teams than ever this year. But basically you buy stickers, you buy sticker packs, and then you get all the different players. It's kind of like trading cards. If you're into trading cards, maybe you're like me, you appreciate this stuff, and it's only for the World Cup, so it's always very exciting to see. But
I love stickers.
yeah.
Okay.
I will say 7 stickers for $2 a pack. That's a little, I don't know. Feel eerie about that.
You got to remind me where you get the stickers from.
I'll tell you after.
All right. Well, that's it for now, but we'll see you later tonight at 9.